Hey, what's up guys? It's the Mother of Tears here, and I have a quick question for you guys. Have you ever found yourself wide awake at night, browsing the internet, and all of a sudden you stumble upon a lengthy man cursed animatronics in endless hallways? All of these horrifying internet creatures are causing a high rise in paranoia within Generation Z. This anxiety and fear is eating and eating at Generation Z. I know this because I am a part of Generation Z myself, born in 2003, so I know what we're going through. I know what my peers are going through, so this is a very huge problem with the anxiety and fear that we're facing. Currently, Generation Z is seen to have the most anxiety so far. According to healthmatch.com, 70% of Gen Z is saying that anxiety and depression are significant problems among them and their peers. Obviously, internet horror isn't just the main reason, the main leading cause of anxiety and fear, but it's one of the huge ones that we should be talking about. So today, I'll be talking about the internet horror that's lurking on YouTube. We all know what the app YouTube is. We all know what horror is. YouTube is probably the site you're watching this on right now. So today we're going to talk about 3 of the huge internet creatures on the internet: Slender Man, Five Nights at Freddy's, and the Backrooms. But first, let's start at the dawn of YouTube. Why did they make YouTube? Why is YouTube here today? Why is it so popular? YouTube was created on February 14, 2005 by Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Jawad Karim. According to Bricknatica.com, this group of men had the idea to create YouTube because they thought ordinary people would love to upload their home videos. So how did this family-oriented website turn into this horrifying place where people would upload these scary videos? So let's start with Slender Man. Slender Man was created in 2009 by Eric Kingston. Slender Man was released and instantly became a cult classic within internet horror. This creature became so popular, parents started seeing it in the news and seeing articles about it, making them very worried that this creature is horrifying their children. This creature was even turned into a horrifying video game, Slender Man the 8 Pages. This game was released in 2012 by Mark Hadley. Many YouTubers like PewDiePie, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye had gameplays of this game. You most likely stumbled upon this game due to these very famous YouTubers playing it. The Slender Man sparks fear in many growing up, but since it came out at a time where YouTube wasn't exactly the biggest and again as popular as it is now. During this time, YouTube was still in its early development. So you might have not seen it, you might have, but I'm pretty sure many of us know who he is now. Fast forward a couple of years in 2014. Five Nights at Freddy's was created by Scott Cawthon, the very famous creator. Five Nights at Freddy's changed internet horror forever, becoming one of the most popular forms of internet horror ever to be made, with over hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. Through lore and gameplay, Five Nights at Freddy's became one of the most popular staples in YouTube internet history. You could walk down the street and ask anyone if they know what Five Nights at Freddy's are. Most likely, they'll know what you're talking about. When Five Nights at Freddy's came out in 2014, YouTube had over 1.3 billion views, according to Backlinko.com. This is when Five Nights at Freddy's started to become very popular. YouTubers like Markiplier and Corey Kenshin started releasing much more content on this. These YouTubers mainly catered towards the younger generation, most likely us, so a lot of kids were accessing this at this time. Although many people didn't find Five Nights at Freddy's that scary, I know many of us did, having nightmares of going out into the hallway and you see Freddy right there in the corner. Very scary. But what did a lot of these kids access this content through? What did I access it through? The iPad was just released in 2010. I'm pretty sure a lot of us used it. I know I did. A lot of parents were buying this iPad because they wanted their kids to learn and wanted to use learning games. But I'm pretty sure a lot of us had YouTube. So our young minds just wanted to be entertained, so we went on YouTube. Imagine you're a young 12-year-old Gen Z child. You go on your family's iPad, you click on YouTube, like you do any other day. And all of a sudden, you see a video with rooms. You click on it because why would someone post this? Empty hallways with nothing in it. And then why was it recommended to you? You watch the video, and then all of a sudden, you get this nostalgic feeling, as if you've been there before. You continue watching this video, wondering, why would you possibly feel this? And then, all of a sudden, you're whacked in the face, right with a jump scare. You hit the year 2022. The Backrooms was just released by YouTube creator Kane Pixels. The Backrooms was a fan-made horror video uploaded on YouTube. This video instantly gained popularity as it skyrocketed to YouTube charts, becoming one of the most popular horror videos on YouTube to date. It's even going to be a feature film by Blumhouse Productions with 17-year-old Kane Pixels. This broke records with Blumhouse Productions. Kane Pixels is only 17 years old. He's also a part of Generation Z. Now, well, the Backrooms isn't just your classic jump scare video. You still get jump scared, but some of the videos you don't. You're just walking and walking throughout this endless hallway of nothingness. There's some other backroom videos where you're in a pool or an empty school building. So, why is the backroom scary if it's just an empty room? Well, its eeriness and just nostalgic feeling is what makes us scared. Some Gen Zers feel as if they've been there before. Some people wonder what's the true lore behind the Backrooms. No one really knows because Kane Pixels himself hasn't really said anything about that. I think he might have just made it out of fun. But as I said, some people feel like if they've been there before. So what is this nostalgic feeling people are feeling? I was searching and looking and seeing why other people might feel nostalgic there. So I hopped on Reddit. I know many of us use it and know what it is. This Reddit user is asking people, why do all the backroom photos look so familiar to all of us? Some people answer with, good question, I've had the same feeling for a bit. Some people say, I don't know why I do either. Maybe we all had a similar dream. One person, Sir Mitchell 15, said, that's part of the Backrooms mystery. It seems to be a shared experience by a lot of people. I personally think this supports the fact that the Backrooms run alongside our world. Our subconscious minds are far more observant than our waking minds. So whether we like it or not, we are aware of the Backrooms. I know a lot of people don't really use Reddit for information, but it's a website where we all talk and all share our opinions and things. Reddit is also home for many horror threads, discussions, and stories that get many viewers and readers. Over 51% of Generation Z statistically uses Reddit and are a part of the Reddit community. You can also hop on Reddit and see more posts and threads of why people are feeling like the Backrooms is a nostalgic place. Also in 2022, media is a very huge thing. You can't say it's not because everyone has a media app most likely downloaded on their phone. I hope all this information has informed you on the fear that Generation Z is experiencing through this form of media. The reason I thought of directing this as Gen Z is simple. I'm a part of it myself, and I understand how we grew up with it. We are the first major generation to have our lives fully immersed within internet and media. We don't know life without it. We will never ever know what life was like without it. Even if you aren't part of Generation Z and you're watching this right now, I hope you learned something about what I like to call the big three: Slender Man, Five Nights at Freddy's, and the Backrooms. So I hope this information has educated you on why Generation Z sometimes has anxiety and paranoia with the YouTube horror. So I hope you guys learned something and get your minds thinking. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!